Okay, so this is clearly one of the weirdest cars that I've featured, and now it's time to give you a little tour and show you exactly how the communists used to build cars. The easiest way to see how poorly this car is built is the panel gaps. None of them are consistent. And not only are they inconsistent on different panels, but some panel gaps are inconsistent on the same panel. Here's one that starts wide and then gets progressively narrower. One of my favorite things about this car, there is windshield washer fluid, but it is manually operated. You have to pull out this little plunger and then push. Pull out, push, and I'm washing the windshield. Speaking of the windshield wipers, this is their normal resting position, right in the way. One major luxury, there is a dimming mirror. It's not automatic and there's no button for it. To get to the dimming part, you simply twist the mirror around, and then it's dimmer. Inside, there is no glove box, just sort of a hole with another hole on top of it. And on the other side, welcome to the fuses. And obviously some tools, because you can't really drive around in a Trabant without some tools. Let's talk about fuel. As was common when this car came out, you don't just put gas in, you have to put a mixture of gas and oil. It's a two-stroke motor. Now there's no fuel door. In order to actually put the oil-gas mixture in, you have to pop the hood and you stick it in right here. That sounds easy enough. Now the biggest problem is there's no gas gauge inside the car. Instead, you have the communist gas gauge, a fuel dipstick that you stick in, and that lets you know how much fuel you have remaining. My personal favorite ridiculous Trabant feature is the door locks. There's only one interior door lock. It is on the passenger side. Now the passenger door doesn't lock from the outside. However, the driver's door does not have an interior door lock, but it does have an exterior door lock. So you can lock the passenger door from the inside when you're in the car, or you can lock the driver door from the outside when you walk away from the car. But you can't lock the driver door from the inside of the car, and you can't lock the passenger door from the outside of the car. That's communism. Here's another crazy thing about the Trabant. The Trabant was never designed to have seat belts, although the factory did eventually add front seat belts as a courtesy to the front seat occupants. No such courtesy was given to the rear seat occupants, however. This car was never made for rear seat belts in East Germany. Think about that. We're talking about a 1981 automobile with rear seats and no rear seat belts.